is a hub for new car launches. David, it is extraordinary to see how many manufacturers have chosen to reveal their new models here at the estate.
Absolutely, we were talking a lot about F1. A lot of the festival is about launching new cars to manufacture. And not only just normal new cars, this year in particular, we're seeing some of the finest marine cars of the world's best manufacturers. And this is a great example. The McLaren W1 getting its static display debut for all the fans and visitors to see. It's an incredible car, just incredible statistics, and it carries that W1. At number one is not coincidentally, Gordon Lowe's designed car. Probably the best part of all time. On the other side, you have the T1. Absolutely amazing car. It's not
the orange Alcantara interior is pretty special. What more can you tell us about it?
Well, absolutely, yeah. You talk about that orange, that papaya orange McLaren popping through there. This car has 1,258 brake horsepower. Not only that, through V8 twin turbo at the back. Not only that, it's only a rear-wheel drive car, so this is going to be exciting to drive. Because it's all 2.7 vector, 217 miles per hour. When you look at it, it's, as you say, the styling is pretty impressive. You've got these gull-wing and eagle doors. Normally when McLaren we used to see giant eagle doors, but they've gone with gull wings on this, so that easy entry. And then at the back there, you've got an active long tail. And I mean, that's the plans that's given round Nada Central and McLaren.
It really is, and it looks so inviting that I'm going to take this opportunity to get inside.
What you're seeing as you jump across there, this is McLaren's Aerocell carbon tub. And there's 6 seats as you can see there. We've got that neonet technology up to that, but the pedals come to you. The seat doesn't move. But it looks quite cozy.
Quite a large price tag, I bet.
Yeah, you better get your name down there quick if you want one, Grace. There's only 399 of these being made, and they're £2 million each. So,
someone got the keys over here. I mean, it's brilliant that fans can get up close for static reveals like this. I've had the opportunity to sit in it, but we're also being treated to so many dynamic reveals on the hill as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the really two standouts for me are Aston Martin bringing Valhalla with the world's best work, the UK dynamic team, Fernando Alonso got the car as a Monaco Grand Prix, and now we're seeing it going up the hill as a successful too. Absolutely fantastic. And Ferrari are bringing their rival to the W1, the S80, and that is going up the hill on its world dynamic team. Absolutely fantastic weekend for petrol heads.
Something to look out for if you don't want to miss that.
Well, indeed, there is so much to enjoy here at the Goodwood. Whether it's the very so many different ways, whatever you want to do in terms of transport, 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, or watching racing, or watching rallying, whatever it is all part and parcel of the festival of the sea here at Goodwood. And what an amazing weekend we've got. Beautiful blue skies, we've got the sunshine coming through once again. It is an opportunity to soak up the atmosphere of this amazing place and this remarkable place for us as we get through the few weeks. Moments coming up. So let's take a look at the timetable. Coming up in just a moment, we've got Back 3 for the F175 celebration. Some of the pioneers, the gathering on the 13th is up for 11 AM, and then we're into the F1 Season Champions. We'll see some remarkable drivers as well as cars. First lap is on at 12:35, and then
we're back to the Prologue Pioneers at 1:20, another Gasco at 1:30 p.m. And then on to the afternoon, we'll be enjoying that F175 British Champions with the balcony moment with some of the great champions up on the balcony being interviewed. The supercar run is 3 o'clock, and Gasco 3:30, and our time shootout is 5 p.m. building up towards the shootout mode, but also putting them into their group, see who is fastest in each of the groups. Down towards the end, we'll finish off with back 5 at 5:40. So there we are, that's what we're looking forward to. So much to enjoy and join here. I'm Ben Edwards, joined by Alice Powell and by John Watson. Alice, it is another beautiful day as we're getting ready to see some of the great classics of Formula One. We have this remarkable collection here.
Certainly do, and it's such a glorious day, and I think it's some of the end there, the little guys that eventually did, but we want to feel as close as possible to the non-stop action at the 2025 Festival Speed presented by Martin Armstrong. You can become a ERRC member today and gain access to our exclusive non-commentary live stream. We can enjoy the pure, beautiful sound of motorsport. You'll also rival benefits such as on-event exclusives, discounts, ticket priorities for all our other events, and much, much more, and so much to see out here at Festival Speed. Ben, is there any particular you've been wandering around? I've seen you've been wandering around the planet.
Yes, actually I went down to see a member, a member stuff, but I'm not actually a member yet, but there's a good friend of mine, he's a member, he's been a member here for many years, and we'd love to catch up with him down at a lovely park. So there are so many aspects around here to enjoy, and there is so much to enjoy in terms of the history of Formula One. We've got the F1 races about to head up the hill, and that is something that is something we also study over the
in the 1950s, Cooper was convented, putting the engines behind the driver, and every world champion in 1959 had driven a rear engine car. In 1962, Lotus unveiled the Type 25, Formula One's first monocoque chassis. It was lighter, stronger, faster, skin class dominated. And again, the sport changed forever. Then came the Lotus 49, which bolted the TFC engine to the chassis as a stressed member. It pioneered wings, and it wore the first full commercial livery. A revolution in design, power, and economics. Formula One cars would never look the same again. In the late 70s, Colin
celebrate these early years of Formula One, but also teams that were involved in not just Formula One, but in Le Mans as well.
Yeah, good evening, Mercedes fans. The 300 SLR, this is the car Mercedes built based in part on the W196. And can you imagine the horsepower rated? A really good straight into the cylinder engine in both Formula One and in the 300 SLR.
Well, of course, Mercedes-Benz were great, but Lotus were also absolutely crucial to Formula One in the 60s, 70s, and they created some of the real outliners, didn't they? And this was the monocoque chassis.
Yes, certainly this car as the industrial bid in 1962. But what they actually have done is produce a model called the Lucas 24, which was meant to 24, and I can't just run that speed engine. And of course, Jim Clark was still dominant, but he didn't win that World Championship in 1952. Had to wait one further year, 1963. Remember, going back, it was Graham Hill who won the final World, and Graham took that World Championship for himself.
The manufacturers are really looking on it. This is just one of the DXL game changers starts here at Goodwood this weekend, because introducing some of the technical aspects of Formula One that was so crucial going forward. That was one of those. Heading up the hill now, though, is the 4 front wheel hill, so 6 wheels in total. And it's run for one.
The principle behind the 6 wheels was not you don't need 6 wheels, but was to get a much lower frontal area on a Formula 1 car. So it was a very interesting, it was a very complex front suspension unit. Maybe not.
One of the fun and games, of course, of all of that action in Formula One, and it's lovely to see this.
Yeah, it certainly is. This is the 3-litre V8 massive Cosworth being driven up the hill. That's it. Plenty of iconic cars. And from 1974, this one is.
It was very unique in a way, wasn't it?
Formula 2 of 1974, but they quickly realised that forget about Formula 2, that's run by a March 7th group around the heads of Formula 1 team. Very well, and that then signals that Lord Hesketh, Alexander Hesketh, so let's move further on the road and let's design and manufacture our own Formula 1 car.
Now this is from 1980, simplified a little bit. Mario Andretti was competent from epic to podium. We didn't actually have all the right problem that year, but it was one of the best years. Despite the fact that they just come off the time when it is
unique colours but they then were bad and the more normal looking there was what we did there.
Yes, it's actually owned by Adrian Newey. It's Adrian and Harrison, his son, who are driving this weekend, which is lovely to see. And this was, as John was saying, an absolutely crucial part of Lotus with such great success. It is another move on to something else. Was absolutely crucial part in the early stages of Formula 1.
54 up until, I think that's maybe 1959, driving over for user-friendly of the first engine as most people have them today, they race them, they love them. They're acting as a continuation version of this car, which is almost like this is actually the Maserati 250S, and
as well. This is the 243. Now this was a time when the engine strength, the engine
sellers and selling more and older and present the boy, and he was Formula 1 because the thing was the air, if you like, traditional, going back to the 30s, even the 20s, front engine Formula 1 or monoposto or let's say Grand Prix cars. And those car manufacturers, Grand Prix cars, but they
now we've got a bit more modern car, and this is Japan, 1934.
Young Ollie Bearman behind the wheel. That's going to stop perfectly outside the house. Doing some donuts for the crowd out there. Picking up a little bit of dust as well. But as you said, this is the 2024 Ferrari VF24 1.0 pick up more dust for those stood alongside. But this is a 1.6 litre V6 turbocharged hybrid, and I have to say, the pilot behind that hill, Mr. Vernon, he's had a very solid start. Would you say, John?
Yeah, really, there's still a young man, I think he's in 19 years of age, but he's got a couple of years ago, was one of the fans in Saudi at the Jeddah Grand Prix, had a good hustle out of the headache to lose, and all the Vernon jumped in.
I was going to sign the left, and Komatsu became Team Bristol, and Komatsu's here this weekend with the Haas team. So they're really vital vehicle, the rare RS10, with turbo marketing became such a part of Formula One.
Renault introduced the turbocharged 1.5 litre V6 in 1977. Turbo would be a Cosworth DSE and Ferrari. First Grand Prix at Dijon in 19...
Control the Euro head over the hill, but we're now looking at... And this was the whole UPA team from 1976, but the JS11 was one of the other recent cars. This is the 2023, but it is Esteban Ocon, who is driving the third. Flipping over, working with the youngster Ollie down alongside. They're looking well, the car is with the fastest qualifier, but they haven't managed to score some points. Although Johnson was a bit painful for us, just some of their big rivals scored plenty of points.
Yeah, it was, but a solid team they had down there at Haas, and Esteban, you can tell maybe he's done a few more burn-ups in his lifetime than young Ollie Bear, but this car from 2023 season, again similar to what we saw Ollie go up and really mixed fortunes in that car. Now, it was quite quick under the reins of Vito Hulkenberg, who got like second, didn't he, back in 2023 at the Canadian Grand Prix. What my form was better.
Sensible thing to do, certainly in terms of the demos, and I dread to think what will remain of these rear cars on the top. They finally go, it's almost been ripped off the carcass of the car. He deliberately went onto the grass track. He's just doing a bit of a display and enjoying himself.
Well then, Esteban, good job with the crowd down there this summer.
Hey folks, this is a show business. It is. This is show business.
It certainly is, yes. You wouldn't see quite that far.
It's my favorite band. My favorite. The Lancia T50. Probably to some friends, there's not something unfortunately was reliability in that time. Also, I think in 1955 the Monaco Grand Prix, Alberto Ascari, who was a Lancia brother, coming through the state onto the street from the practically 3 days later went to San Francisco and had an accident and lost his life.
The R&D built in 35 speed and 32nd that year at the Milan Grand Prix, which he said straight out supercharged at the front of that car.
And I believe that the guy was such a professional Julian will do the hard way. But Julian, you can come on fees on the acceleration hill. Such a sharp driver, and it will be so lovely to see all that later on in the victory. And they won the Constructors' Championship with his charge by some director Adrian Weir, like you said. And this straight eight, three. Yes, my first safety joy was a problem of this car. It's so lovely that he's feeling the about with it from the Alpha 1 time. That race is our initial inaugural World race by our royal family, and that's something we don't get to people who wanted to show that Greece knows what to be very racing team that also had to take it on, and thankfully Mercedes Power, and got the deal very large moment with Mercedes Power. We've got the Red Bull RB7 here, and it's Patrick Streeter who's driving it up the hill, and the RB7 saw the second time that year, battling at 11 victories. Mark Webber had 1 win, they had a comfortable construction title. Renault Power was the combination, and the Renault engine at that time was also strong, but the design from Adrian Newey, of course, worked so brilliantly. It was absolutely dominant throughout the course of that year.